Yo guys, what's up? It's Sunday, 10:48 p.m. I figured I would make this video. I feel kind of rusty. It's been about a week since I made a video, but I feel like Aurora is about to make some big moves this upcoming week. We had Bernie Sanders in Nevada performing really well, earning 48% of the popular vote. Joe Biden only 18%. I feel like the consensus over there, since they just legalized weed recently, is that they're pro Bernie because they want to legalize weed for the whole United States. I really think that's how they're thinking. They want what they have for the rest of the United States. And that's why they vote for Bernie. I by no means want Bernie to win. I'm pro Trump. I voted for Trump. I'm going to vote for him again. He's done pretty well for the market. I'm sure you guys have noticed. But Bernie is going to cause some short term hype. It's going to pump the weed sector this upcoming week. If the coronavirus has that much of a global impact as people are saying, they're saying the Dow is going to open at 300 points immediately below, right at the open. Who knows what's going to happen? I really think when people say all this kind of stuff, it's just a big dip and then a rip. It always is a buying opportunity. This is just some, popular, bandwagoning that, hey, the market's going to tank. Let's put some fear into the market and it tanks. And then, boom, it gets bought up. So we're going to analyze ACB. Technically, I really think it looks good. And the first thing I want to point out is we got some institutional buying going on. How do I know that? It's very suspicious. What's going on in this area where it's just staying the same price for half the day? You know what I mean? You can see it better when we go to the 5 minute. I say it's institutional buying because you get these spurts in the morning. And it's just a little too perfect. If we back up, the movement from retail looks like this. Takes a big dip. Institutional buying, obviously, something weird is happening when it's going for the same price for half a day. The MACD looks good. It went over the zero line, went back down. That's exactly where we want it. It's a buying opportunity. It's passing the line. I'm expecting it to go up. Double bottom held up, guys. Let's not forget about the double bottom. That shit pulled through for us, and the MACD is looking good on the ramp up. And as we zoom in, this moving average is about to pass the mean of the Bollinger Bands. And as you can see, it crossed through it and it pulled back. And it's literally going to bounce off where they cross over. It's almost like a perfect setup for a ramp up in the upcoming days. Looking bullish to me. We always have to touch back on this MACD. 8 months of downtrend, it went down and curved up. I like to see this as like a symmetry of psychology. If it goes down this much, it must rise that much. And when it passes through, it's literally going to match this other side. That's just what I'm predicting. That's just what it looks like is going to happen. But the double bottom has held pretty well. It could do a triple bottom and go down to about $1.30. So we got to really watch it hard. I think it's going to pop to $2 soon. As you can see, it was hovering at $2 not too long ago, beginning of February, and then it just tanked hard. But it's creating an inverse head and shoulder, as you can see here. We'll draw the line here. This is the head right here, and then the shoulder is being created. It's literally almost completed. I'm expecting a ramp to $2 soon. The MACD is looking too perfect again on this 15 minute. It went past the zero line just to test it again, and then now it's going back through it. So looking good. I'm really bullish right now just looking at the technicals. So we're on the 1 hour now, and this inverse head and shoulder is looking just so much clearer. Yeah, it's looking ready to come off the Bollinger Band. As you can see, it touches the Bollinger Band, and that's when it makes its move upwards to the top Bollinger Band. So we should expect the same pattern, and if it expands the Bollinger Band, it's definitely just going to hit 2. So next stop is $2, guys. Just make sure you have a game plan if you're going to add or something. I typically do not chase or add on the run up. I like to catch it on the way down because, I just feel like you make more money that way. But yeah, guys, I'm just going to leave it on here. As we can see, the long-term MACD has been crossed over for a minute. It's just time for it to expand. And we are definitely signaling that this is a reversal. We've seen the closer models on the 4 hour, on the 1 hour, on the 15-minute. They're all screaming technicals that a reversal is pretty much imminent. And as we look at the max chart, we are seeing a huge discount. We are seeing just 90% off of what people paid. It's out of this world. People were paying like $10. They thought it was a great deal. Went down to $8 and they bought it up. And then it went just all the way down. And we've seen it. It went down as low as $1.43. That is brutal. I was down so much money at that point. I was down like 40,000, but guess what? I got it all back. And I'm excited to see what's going to happen next week. We are getting really good prices. Just think about it, guys. The weed business is really young. And if ACB can stay in the game 2-3 years later, as they get more international clients and build brand through great products, like great medical to use as medicine that's accurate and scientifically labeled correctly, they can make a name for themselves. And we're getting it for dirt cheap. And they could go as high as $20. I've said that in my past videos. But the thing is, there's just so much upside. If more states legalize in the United States, and let's say Trump or Bernie, they do some federal legalization, what do you think is going to happen to marijuana stocks? I think it's a great time to buy it up because it's cheap. Like, it could go down. You might get halved. Yeah, 50% loss. That's not good for anybody. But think about the upside. Like, what if it does go down 50%? It's going to go way higher in terms of percentages because it's kind of bottomed out. I think it's already bottomed out. 143 was the bottom. I bought like 85,000 shares at $1.47. So I think it's the bottom, but anything could happen, really. Like I said, if it does the triple bottom, it could go down to $1.30. But with all the good news on weed, and I think it's coronavirus proof, things are just looking good. Like, there's more products, more streams of income. The presidential elections, it's all about weed these days, and Bernie's killing it in Nevada. So we will see more countries around the world, as they open up, weed will grow. It's just one of those things. So capitalize on that, get some shares. This is definitely not financial advice. Just do your research and make your best choice. Like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you guys next video. Peace.